What is up, everybody? Welcome to the All Punked Up podcast. I'm Tyler Winters. John Pearman is with me, and we have another great show for you today.
You're darn tootin'.
Don't say that.
What? No, it's a Christian show.
Is it?
I've turned over a new leaf, not come over a new. That makes it less Christian if I'm coming on the leaf instead.
Yeah, it really does. And if this is a Christian show, then we are going straight to hell. I mean, based on the things that
I disagree.
If only the audience knew how edited the show is.
I feel like they have an idea.
Yeah, but some of the stuff
They've preyed on it.
Yeah, there are some really good jokes of yours that I just could not air on the podcast.
They don't belong in public.
No, they don't. Cancel culture's a thing. I don't even know if we would even get canceled over them. They're just so bad.
They're just disturbing.
Disturbing, yes. Yeah.
People on both sides of the aisle would just be equally disturbed.
Yes, absolutely. It would actually probably be good if I did.
It could bring the world together if we let it loose.
Yeah, I should just let it loose. Anyways, a lot of fun things to discuss today. One thing, though, before we get started, and John, you and I were just talking about this prior to
No, we weren't. We
recording.
just got on. This is it's organic. We just started talking.
Well, last week we spoke with stand-up comic Neil Rubenstein, who had a special that was released this week, August 24th, which is a Thursday, on Equal Vision Records on YouTube. So, for one, the special's great. For two, I do have a bone to pick with Neil.
Shit.
Yeah, so I thought the interview went splendid. Didn't you? Our interview with Neil?
Yeah, but I feel like the special might have occurred before our interview.
Oh, well, I don't know. But anyways, He could. What I'm saying is he could have prepared me maybe for what I was about to hear. You know, I introduced myself as Tyler, as I do with every guest.
He did call you dirtbag the whole rest of the interview. I just didn't pick up on it.
Did he? I don't know. So basically what I'm getting at, he could have prepared me for a joke that he told, and it was a joke about my name, Tyler. Okay? Let me pull it up because I have a link here. Let's share it. I'm gonna share my screen, John.
I really thought the name he was going to suggest for, a great child was going to be my name.
You think so?
I thought that would have been even more like if both our names got used somehow.
No, that would have been sweet.
Yeah. It didn't go there though.
Let me know when you could see my screens.
I see nothing yet, but I'm sure it's loaded. There it is.
There it is. Okay. Here we go. So this is Neil telling a joke about my name. I'm curious to see what you think, John.
Ready?
I think we should wait to name our kids. Wait till they have a personality, name them accordingly. So your kid turns out to be a piece of trash, you name that one Tyler. So we know. Don't hang out with this kid, he sucks. On the other hand, your kid turns out super smart, early admittance into MIT, you name that one Rajesh.
I mean, you heard it, John. He basically said, if the kid's a piece of shit, you name it Tyler.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. I just think, that's bullshit. I mean, you don't think I'm a piece of shit, right?
No, I feel like maybe Fight Club did Tyler in a little bit.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, I could see that. I
think since you're born prior to that, I think you're okay.
Okay, that's fair.
He's only talking about post-Fight Club Tylers.
I think I would like to hear it from Neil, but I appreciate hearing it from you.
Well, I mean, he wasn't saying, my friend that had a kid in 1984 or 86 or whatever.
That's true.
He was talking about a now kid.
That's true. But in all seriousness, though, the special I thought was great. I was really looking forward to it, especially after talking to Neil and just learning more about him and, hearing about his grind coming up in the stand-up game. I think he nailed it with this special. What do you think?
I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
I was quoting some of the funnier parts to my wife earlier. Trying to explain them. Well, he tells them better, of course.
Yeah, he does. He really does. I
They're
definitely
not my stories, so they're his stories.
Yeah, guys, I definitely recommend you check out Have Some Dignity. It's the name of his special. It just came out this week. What's really neat too, and we didn't really touch on it too much, but I think it's really neat that he's actually on Equal Vision Records as a stand-up comic. So Equal Vision is doing some interesting things, especially, with specials being the big thing on Netflix. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Shane Gillis is having one on Netflix coming up.
Oh, is he?
It's going to be a big one. Yeah,
Okay.
He's going to be a big deal, I think.
Yeah, he needs to. I don't know if he's really broke yet. I mean, he's
Not quite. I think he's on the cusp, though.
Yeah, he's friends with Joe Rogan. He's friends with Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura, and
And somehow he can appeal to all people, I think.
all people on both sides of the aisle too when it comes to politics, I think, as well. So yeah, guys, go check out Neil Rubenstein's brand new special, Have Some Dignity. Just came out. It's on YouTube. It's for free. Check it out. And then also check out our interview with him last week. Not only do I think you'll become a fan after hearing or watching Have Some Dignity, but I think you'll definitely become a fan after getting to know a little bit more about him. So yeah.
Doing the interview prior to watching it just made me realize how genuine he's not doing a character for the act, like it's him. So
yeah, exactly.
That was refreshing.
Yeah, absolutely. So John, let's go ahead and get into some news for today.
Bring on the news.
Let's kick things off with Fyre Festival.
Trump's height and weight.
6'3" and 215 pounds, which I don't believe. But here's something else that I don't believe, John.
Just in his pants.
You're right.
Yeah.
That I believe. Fyre Festival was in the news this week because
Fyre Festival 2.
Fyre Festival 2 was in the news.
Electric Boogaloo.
That's good. They made their pre-sale tickets available this week, and to everyone's surprise, the pre-sale sold out. But here's the interesting thing. They sold out despite Fyre Festival mentioning no lineup and no location.
It's like the mystery sucker, man. I'd go for it too.
Okay, so get this.
You don't know what flavor it's going to be.
This article is from NME. They said pre-sale tickets for Fyre Festival 2 already sold out, despite there being no lineup or location announced yet. I just said that. He goes on to say, earlier this week, the first 100 tickets for the second installment of the famously disastrous music festival went on sale. Yeah, it is only 100, but I'm still surprised.
They could have bought them themselves.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think anybody... First, I'm going to say, I don't necessarily think Fyre Festival 2 is going to be unsuccessful. I'm not saying it's going to, because I don't know. It may end up being a success, but based on how the first one went, how could anybody risk spending hundreds of dollars? Because I believe they're about $499 per ticket. There's just no lineup, no location, nothing.
With the lack of information, I'm willing to make a wager here that there was 100 weird kids that like burning shit that bought tickets for it.
So they're just confused.
Just weird young people that like to burn things. Yeah.
That could be. That very well could be. Here's another theory that I have.
Okay.
The only people that I think who would be dumb enough to spend their hard-earned cash, John, on
women.
What? Well, it's the. I guess I can't deny that or say no to that. But it's the lame Swifties and the Beyonce fans who were complaining last week about, buying obstructed view tickets, buying listen only tickets, and then shocked that they couldn't see the artists they paid to not be able to see. I think it's those people. I think it's them that purchased the tickets.
That's a little bit more logical than mine. But, yeah.
Well, they might all be the same people.
Yeah, they could share some space on the Venn diagram.
Right, yeah. Now, the other part of this to me is, for this to be successful, they have to have good acts, right? So, but
no, I don't think so. They don't have to have any. They've already shown.
Well, yes, but I think they want to have a different. I would hope that Billy McFarland
I think they're going
wants
the Wayne Stock method.
the Wayne Stock method.
Yeah, from Wayne's World 2.
Oh yeah, they might be, but like really, for this to be an actual success, they're gonna have to have the artists. And what artists are gonna sign up for this?
I
Like,
don't know. Lizzo's had some trouble. I mean,
yeah, she might be headlining. But I mean, like, Blink was on the first one. They were one of the first acts to
did anybody
dip out.
actually play on the first one?
No, nobody
No
showed
music
up.
was played? Okay.
Nobody showed up. Just the unfortunate fans that
Clearly, I've watched both documentaries
yeah.
about the Fyre Fest.
I am honestly though, I am surprised that it's gotten this far to the pre-sale stuff. But also, you mentioned it. I actually wonder if the tickets really even sold out too. Like, is he just trying to generate, FOMO or whatever in some way?
Get on
Generate
the algorithm.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. Plus it was only 100 tickets. Like, what's even the point?
I mean, somebody's grandmother could. Please, Grams, will you buy 100 tickets?
Yeah, right. But let's see. How much were those tickets? I want to say prices for tickets were $500 with other tiers that are coming soon, ranging from $800 to $8,000. Oh my gosh.
That's only $500,000. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. I mean,
By my math.
I'm gonna go ahead and predict that this thing does not go. It's not gonna happen. I think it's gonna get canceled, or it's gonna be a big flop. I don't think it's gonna have the same problems the first one had.
But the third one.
The third one, well,
That's
time's
going to
a
be the one
charm.
to see.
That's going to be the one.
They're going to have it all sussed out.
I'm going to buy tickets for the third one.
I already did.
Oh,
They released 5 tickets.
and you got them.
All of them.
All of them. All right. Let's move on.
Hope that guy gets ass cancer.
Wow.
Sorry. I was late.
See what I mean? We can't, there's no way this is a Christian podcast anymore. No way.
Rectal cancer.
Okay. So, John, here's a possible cool feature. What kind of segue is this? What kind of segue is that?
I mean, sorry.
All right.
Damn
all
it.
right.
Sorry.
So,
Damn
here
it.
I go. Okay, we're just going to act like it didn't happen. Okay.
Just dropped a cold fish in your lap.
John, here's a possible cool feature that could be coming to YouTube. And honestly, if it's proven successful, it'll probably roll out to like those virtual assistants like Amazon's Alexa and Google Home, I think is what it's called. But YouTube is apparently testing a search feature that lets a user search for songs by humming. Have you ever do you guys have Alexa at your house?
No.
A Google Home or a Google Assistant or anything? Do you ever
We're
use
going old school here, baby?
Okay. So Emily
You
and
want
I,
something, you got to type it.
right. Well, we've used Alexa before. I'm unashamed saying this. But we've tried to hum things to Alexa, like be like, Alexa, what's the song that goes? And then you hum the song or whatever. She never gets it, but we're always like, it would be sweet if she was able to get that. Well, it looks like YouTube's working on just that. So
By gum.
let's read here. This is from TechCrunch. They say YouTube announced a new experiment on Android devices, of course, Android, that determines a song via humming, which seems like a major step up from Apple's music recognition app Shazam. As noted on YouTube's support page, the video sharing platform is testing a search by song capability on the Android version of the app that allows users to figure out a song on YouTube by humming, singing, or recording a song. Users who have access to the experiment can toggle from YouTube voice search to the new song search feature and hum, sing, or record a song for 3 or more seconds. The platform then identifies the tune and directs the user to relevant YouTube videos featuring the search song, whether that be the official music video, user-generated content, or shorts. So, John?
I just tried it with my phone, and I got Crash Test Dummies.
Oh,
So I don't think it's working yet.
yeah. Okay. So, I mean, that could be kind of cool, though. I mean, sometimes, I don't know, it comes up in conversation. I know it's come up with you and I and Ryan hanging around the table, like, oh, what's that
Sometimes
song
you
that
just
goes?
gotta, you gotta give your phone a hummer.
Yes, absolutely.
It does so much for you.
It does. It's all about giving, right? Yeah, and
That's
then
right.
reciprocate by telling you what you want to hear.
I mean, I've been finishing on my phone for years. It's time
You're damn right.
That's right.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
No screen protector either. Just let it seep in.
Oh, well, of course. You know, it's more like you put a film over it, protects it from any outside.
It's got a veneer. Oh,
Is that what it is?
No. It's a crack away screen.
And it's just as white as a normal veneer.
This just went off the rails. My God.
Every damn thing we're talking about. You're doing great. Right. You're doing great. I can tell you're trying to hold back a little bit. This is good. This is good for you.
Well, we let loose.
And I think the listeners would be surprised to know that there's no drinking involved in this episode.
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe that's the problem.
Cut the rectal cancer out.
Yeah, I might keep it.
It's okay. What I don't want the doctors to say to him.
Well, you don't want them to say cut the rectal
to
cancer
Mr.
out.
Fyre,
Billy
Jonathan
McFarlane.
Fyre Festival. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Jonathan Fyre Fest. Oh, okay. John, there is another piece of news that we need to get to. Actually, before we get to that, I was just reminded. Blink-182.
Hopefully by nothing I said.
No. Blink-182 did some teasing this week. I don't know if you saw it. Well, yeah, you did because it was shared in the All Punked Up Facebook chat that we have going on. So for you guys who may not know, Blink-182 released a video on YouTube, and it's on their blink182.com/stall page. It's like a 30-second video that contains tour footage, like backstage footage, that sort of thing. You can't hear anything, but over that footage is like an acoustic guitar playing, just acoustic guitar. And obviously they're teasing what could be a new song, or maybe an album announcement. Something is coming. And
could be a new video.
It could be a new video for sure, because I just saw this today. Tom DeLonge actually tweeted out Blink-182 music video with the S in parentheses, so maybe multiple videos. Blink-182 music videos and album are only weeks or days away. We are finally here. So
something's days away and something's weeks away.
Yeah. So
I'm going to guess videos are days away.
Days away. Album is weeks away.
Weeks away.
We are finally here. So something is coming.
I'm so damn tired of being right about this stuff.
Right. I know.
It's exhausting.
And it makes sense. So we are recording this on Friday, August 25th. That is New Music Friday. No music from Blink-182 dropped today. So it's safe to say that we're going to get something on, what would that be, John? September... We're going to get something on September 1st, I bet. That's my guess. And it's probably going to be the new song and new music video. Maybe the new song comes out on Thursday, music video comes out on Friday, something like that.
I think we're going to get multiple videos.
Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. I do remember when we talked about this before, and this was coming from a Reddit user, so who knows if it really happened, but he said that he ran into Tom DeLonge at some place in California, and he got to talking to Tom, and Tom said the plan is to release a song every month and then an album in the fall. It was something like that. But this was months ago, and we've only had one song in the last year from Blink, which was Edging. So right now, we know the album's going to drop in October because it was confirmed by yours truly, John Pearman, and then by Travis Barker. So Travis had... he was replying to an Instagram comment. Somebody asked, when's that album dropping? Something along those lines. And he said October, and he posted a pumpkin emoji with that. John, you said that it was going to happen on October 13th, I think?
That's correct.
Okay, which is a Friday the 13th. Mm-hmm. So it's going to probably be somewhere between October 13th and Halloween. So we'll see. So what I'm getting at is the album's coming in October for sure. They're going to release a new song in September, without a doubt at this point.
They have to.
So the only thing I can think of is we're going to get a song in September. And if Tom's was on to something back then when he said a song a month, then we get the next song in October, a couple weeks before the album drops or something like that.
I'm going to guess we get a new song every Friday until the record comes out.
Whoa, that would be nutso.
So you're looking at 5 or 6 different songs.
That would be wild.
Which you would, when you look at the way people release albums, that's about the number of songs they'll release before they let the album drop.
Right. It would not be a bad idea either, because not only that, it gets the streams up. It just gets the streams up for the entire album. Like, it, without a doubt, you're going to have more streams in the end, in the long run, if you do it that way. So it's a,
Give them a
I
little
like
tease.
it. I like it. And I would be all for it. But you almost, if you do that, don't you want to make sure the songs you're releasing are absolute bangers and not stinkers?
Well, if they've been sitting on them all summer, then you've had time to listen to them and kind of live with them. You can kind of,
yeah. Because if like the last 2 aren't very good, like the last 2 songs they release aren't very good, then it's not going to be much real exciting for the album, I wouldn't think. So you want to go, if you do it that way, I feel like your songs have to be stellar. Not to say that they can't do it.
Maybe a song every 2 weeks, so we end up with 3 songs.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's just at about the 13th of October.
I can see that. But yeah, so we'll see. So Blink-182 doing some teasing this week. Don't have anything yet, but the week that you're listening to this, maybe something's dropping this week. So we will see.
It is.
We'll see. Okay, John. So I thought this was interesting because I've often when we talked to Beauty School Dropout a few weeks ago, they are on Mark Hoppus's label, VerseWire. And VerseWire, for those who aren't aware, is kind of like a Shark Tank style of a label that goes after artists. So they give, like, the artist has most of their master rights, if not all. The record label, which is VerseWire, basically invests money into the artist, and the artist has a lot of control, right? So it's very much like a Shark Tank style type thing, way different than what current record labels do. And I've always thought that was kind of a good idea, because like we've gotten, like, guys, when I bring on artists on this podcast, like, I truly believe in them. Like, I'm not going to bring anybody on here that I don't really care for, because I don't want to spend time preparing for somebody that I just don't really care about. So it got me thinking a long time ago, before I even heard about VerseWire, I always thought, like, man, if there was a way that I could invest in some of these artists that are coming on, like my own money, I would strongly consider doing it, because I truly believe in these artists. Like, they can be great. But so I've always thought that was a good idea. Well, then there was an article today that I saw. It was an article from Billboard, and it's titled, "Want to Invest in Your Favorite Song? JKBX bets fans will bring billions to market." It says the platform wants to open the exclusive world of song investment to the public. Will fans and the music industry buy in? Here's what the article says.
Reining it in.
It says, back in January 2020, singer-songwriter Ryan Tedder was jogging through the flats of West Hollywood. And that's the lead singer of One Republic, for those wondering. It's
a humble brag.
He was jogging through the flats of West Hollywood while talking to his friend and investment partner, Abe Burns, when they struck upon an idea. What if you could take some of your favorite songs and securitize them? Basically, have people invest in your songs and trade them on the public market. He recalls telling Burns, "Why can't fans do this?" he says. And dude, what a great idea. Like, for one, I feel like, and we talk about this all the time when we're reviewing songs, we can tell what could potentially be a hit. We don't always know it's going to be a hit, because record labels and all that, they kind of decide in a lot of ways, 99% of the time. But dude, like, this is wild. Can you imagine hearing a song for the first time and being able to invest in a song? Like, I just think that is such a wild concept that I would definitely be a part of, because I feel like I can hear hits. It would be interesting if the industry actually does buy into this. But now that I'm talking this out in my head, I can see this getting messy. Like, because I just said,
who gets the money?
Well, I mean, if it's invested like in stocks and whatnot, I mean, your money is there.
So
it should come.
Do you own shares of the band?
I think you just own shares of that song.
Oh, okay.
So-
So in perpetuity?
Yeah, I would think so. Until you sell your shares. Yeah.
That's complicated.
Yeah. But here's where I think it gets messy is obviously record labels have influence, and maybe they can squash a song if it's on another label. You know what I mean? Like other labels battling other. I mean, it can get a little messy. But dude, I'd be all for being able to invest in artists' music like that. Especially because I remember hearing, like, we've all been there, at least maybe not all of us. I don't think everybody can hear hits, and nobody, like, certainly some people just don't like hits. But I remember hearing Florida Georgia Line's Cruise for the very first time. It was a live version. It was not the version that we're all used to hearing if you listen to country music. And for those of you who don't know, that song was absolutely huge in, it was probably like 2010. Don't know. It was a long time ago, but it was absolutely huge. And I remember hearing that and trying to look it up on YouTube, and I found the live version on YouTube, and I was like, this song is so good. It's just so freaking good. And then it just blew up. So if I had a chance to put money into something like that, then, I mean, imagine how much money I'd have, because that song went nuts.
I like those moments, though. I feel like he discovered it.
It does. Yeah, and it's like, and with that song in particular, of course, you always like the original one you hear because that's the one you get used to, and that's
you
what
never
you
get to hear it the first time again.
Right. But then, you know, the more polished version got recorded, and they changed some of the words up to make it a slightly more country sounding. And yeah, I wouldn't say they ruined it, but yeah, no, it was different. And I've always liked the original live version better. And then of course they brought Nelly on for the remix version, and which was pretty good, but they milked that thing. But imagine
was
that.
Just here.
Imagine that. You know, investing in a song, it does do good. And nowadays you get different versions of songs. Like you might get 2, 3, 4, 5 different versions of that song, and it gets legs, man, making you money. So everybody, I think, be on the lookout for that. I will definitely be watching this space, and I mean that could be big for fans, and it could be absolutely huge for artists. Because yeah, where does that money go? If I do invest in the song, does that money go to the artist, like you said, or does it go to the labels? Hopefully it would go to the artist, but and the songwriters, of course, producers.
It's going to be the new crypto. That's what you're thinking.
You know what's probably going to happen? It's probably just going to come down to whatever the contract terms are, to where, you know, artist gets 20%, producer gets 8%, label gets 50%, you know, and it's just split that way. Most likely, but hey, win-win for everybody. It's more money coming in. Imagine all those Swifties.
Can you buy old song? I want to buy into old songs.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. What would that do? You're probably not going to get. That's almost like buying.
Get me 10 shares of Happy Birthday.
That's like buying shares of Apple right now. Like, how much bigger can Apple get? You know,
too late. I'm too late to get in the game. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like you can't just do Beatles songs, right? I mean, they'll make you some money probably, but it's a long game.
It's too late.
It's too late. Yeah. All right, John. I think we've talked enough.
I'm just getting started.
Just getting started. Okay. Oh, wait. No, there is one more thing on here.
Oh, yeah, there was a bonus thing.
Yeah, we're
Give
gonna
me
make
my
that
bonus.
Let's, John, we're done talking for right now. I'm going to go ahead and close this one out, and then we'll record the bonus episode.
Give me my bonus right now.
All right. Guys, that's it for this episode. Go home. It's over. It's all
and
done.
then listen to this bonus episode.
Then listen to this bonus episode that's coming out on Thursday, most likely. Depends how well we record it. You know, if it's going to be worthy of anything.
50-50.
Who knows? Anyways, guys, go like us. Wait, what do I say? Oh, go help us spread the word and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and or on Spotify. A 5-star review would be greatly appreciated. And please let us know what you're liking most about the show and what you want to hear more of. So with that, thanks again. Remember, spread love and